Bankai.
Bleach isn't just an anime, it's a titan of the shonen genre. Created by Tite Kubo, this series blends sword-wielding action, spiritual warfare, stylish aesthetics, and emotional depth into a long-running journey that helped define an era. The story kicks off with Ichigo Kurosaki, a high school student who accidentally obtains the powers of a soul reaper, a guardian of the living world who guides lost souls to the afterlife and purifies evil spirits known as hollows. But what starts as a monster of the week setup quickly evolves into a layered saga involving ancient conspiracies, spiritual dimensions, and war between soul-based worlds. The world of Bleach is split into key realms: the human world, Soul Society, Hueco Mundo, and later, the Vandenrijk's Silbern. Each location is distinct, not just visually, but culturally. Soul Society, for example, operates like a samurai bureaucracy, while Hueco Mundo is a lifeless desert housing deadly hollows. This division of realms gives Bleach a massive narrative playground, and Kubo explores it to its fullest.
And goodbye.
At its core, Bleach explores death, not just in a literal sense, but in its emotional and spiritual dimensions. The fear of dying, the burden of legacy, the meaning of the soul. These concepts are laced through Ichigo's journey. Whether he's fighting hollows or questioning who he really is, Ichigo is constantly wrestling with identity and responsibility, which keeps the show grounded despite its supernatural premise. The character roster is massive, but not in a shallow way. Ichigo himself is more than a hot-headed protagonist. He's introspective, loyal, and deeply human. Rukia is the quiet catalyst of the story's entire beginning. Renji, Byakuya, Urahara, Yoruichi, Kenpachi, Hitsugaya, and so many more. Each has a distinct arc, personality, and fighting style. And then there's Aizen, arguably one of the greatest anime villains of all time, with a god-complex 4D chess moves and a betrayal that shook the entire fan base. Even filler characters like Amagai Shusuke have surprising depth, and that's what sets Bleach apart. Even in its lower moments, it gives its characters room to grow. The action is a major highlight. From Ichigo's evolving Bankai to Byakuya's cherry blossom-like Senbon Sakura, Bleach features some of the most memorable battles in anime history. The early animation by Studio Pierrot is solid for its time, but it really starts shining from the Soul Society arc onward. Fights are fast-paced, impactful, and often filled with surprising emotional weight. The Thousand-Year Blood War revival in 2022 raised the bar dramatically. The new animation is movie-level, with intense choreography, updated designs, and visual effects that finally give justice to Kubo's manga art. The music? Iconic. From number 1, Ichigo's adrenaline-pumping theme, to emotional background tracks like Never Meant to Belong, Bleach's OST is unforgettable. It's stylish, jazzy, eerie, and epic all in one. The opening themes are just as legendary. Asterisk, D-Techno Life, Rolling Star, Velonica, all tied deeply to the arcs they appear in. This is where Bleach stumbles a bit. Due to the anime catching up to the manga, we got several filler arcs, some decent, like the Zanpakuto Rebellion, and others less so. While they interrupt the flow of major arcs, they also show the anime's commitment to keeping the world alive. For binge watchers, these fillers can be skipped, but some are surprisingly entertaining and add extra character insights. In 2012, the anime abruptly ended after the Fullbring arc, leaving fans without an animated conclusion for nearly a decade. Many thought it would never return, until the Thousand-Year Blood War arc was finally announced and released in 2022, reigniting interest in the series and giving fans the ending they deserved, with far superior production quality. Bleach might not be perfect. It has pacing issues, uneven filler, and occasional plot holes, but its high points are so high they outweigh the lows. It gave us some of the best characters, fights, and soundtracks in shonen history. More importantly, it dared to be cool without losing emotional depth. For longtime anime fans, Bleach is nostalgic gold. For newcomers, it's a worthy investment, especially now with the TYBW arc finally giving the series the epic send-off it always deserved.